let me tell you one thing.
Yeah, man.
I'm talking about, people are talking about Kenge has bought a car.
Yeah.
They have bought a car, which is a tourist and attraction car, you know? So it's a safari's car.
And how did he, how much did he bought? Or he
you can never be told. Those is a second car. You can never know if it's 1 point something million.
Yeah.
Because it's a second hand.
He's corner.
You know they are so cheaper than everything else. A second hand. He could not afford to buy a complete one, which is going more than 8 million Kenya shillings. You understand me? So what can only Kenge afford? It's something of 1 million, like a horse. You understand me?
Yeah.
So what I talk about is one. To have Kenya, to have a license for you to drive, Kenge will never qualify for a license. Kenge will be ever been drove until he dies. Do you understand me? Kenge that cannot qualify because of one thing. He is not having clear eyesight. Now in Kenya, you cannot qualify to be given a license. Number two, Kenge cannot qualify to drive that kind of a car because of one thing. You have to go for a course of more than 2 years for you to qualify to be given a license. Not a license of public means or private means. A license of world tours. For you to drive such kind of a vehicle, you have a special license from Wildlife, KWS, are the ones that are giving you a license to drive that kind of a car. And to the qualifications, you should have learned more than 3 languages, foreign languages. Either French, Germany, and Chinese.
Chinku.
So you should know bonjour, bonsoir,
Shung shang xin.
shumanjin, shangshin, shang xiu shang.
Shang xin shung ha. Ha.
You should know. You should know the languages. You should know the language of Hitler. Do you know Hitler?
You are mixing me.
Do you know Hitler? Yeah, if you don't know Hitler, my friend, go back to the high school and you'll know what's Hitler. Don't you know First World War in Kenya? Do you know First World War? Second World War?
I was not born.
What made Germany to lose?
Oh, they had his superior weapons. Because they had the superior.
So if Germany lose, so they had superior weapons.
No,
again.
they had the weak
weapons.
Yeah.
They never had superior
strong
weapons. And talk about okay, now there you get it.
Yeah.
So there was a person called Hitler. Hitler was from Germany. So if you don't know the language of Hitler, there's no having such kind of a car driving it. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Again, Kenge has to go back to the same people. He declined. What do I mean? He declined. He never promoted a person called East, is called what? What East Safaris? Deep East Safaris.
Oh, Deep East.
So Deep East Safaris once upon a time promoted Kenge with much of the things. Deep East Safaris was the one who was picking people or the visitors who are approaching to the village from Nairobi or from Mombasa whenever they land. He was the one taking them and touring and bringing them to Masai Mara, getting them round, and eventually comes back with them to the villa during the party. And whenever they want to leave, we could just leave with them. They go to Masai Mara, leave to Savo, and they will have to get with him up to Nairobi. And even very many people got the jackets of DP Safaris. Go see much of the people, they have a hood, hoods called DP Safaris. They came from such kind of a person called DP Safaris. He ever had a YouTube channel and it was grown very well with Kenge. And Kenge came at a long last and he eventually never promoted such kind of a person. Why do I say so? It means that Kenge is going back to the same people because he doesn't know the business of how the DP Safari is. And I can tell you why Kenge decided to buy that kind of a car. One day we went to Masai Mara and we had to hire a vehicle for 17,000 shillings to take us around for 4 hours. 4 hours, 17,000 Kenya shillings, which is approximately 150 US dollars. For 4 hours. And Kenge told us, I was there and I was recording during that day. And the same day, Mkaro on Trendings, they came and talked about Ginto has filmed the Kenge face. and they just reacted upon that kind of a video I posted. And what I can talk about, Kenge promoter and talks about, he's gonna be giving that kind of a car to who? To Gitiriba, so as he can be driving. But the real fact of the qualification of such kind of, for you to drive such kind of a car, not only that you can go and hook, like the other ones, like the license of the Probox here, the license of motorbike here, those are just nonsense, my friend. I'm telling you, nonsense. Why do I say nonsense? I mean this. For those one to qualify, you should be at least you have finished a Form 4. Gitiriba is a class 6.
A class 3, I don't know.
I don't know even H2. So it cannot qualify for it only. It doesn't have a certificate for high school. You
Even
understand?
a class 8,
Even a class 8 it doesn't have. So maybe they make something else. Maybe they arrange behind the scene and process the papers. But you should learn about tourist and wildlife. It means that you should know more about the characters of these wild animals. You should know the characters and their behavior. What if you are attacked with an elephant? How are you going to act upon it? And do you know that whenever you are having such kind of a vehicle, you are the tour guide, you are their security.
So even
what if you see a lion coming and maybe you had set a buffet somewhere? What are you going to do? Better you die for them to survive. Do you understand me? Does Kenge know such kind of the things?
Kenge can run
like a safari. Now he will be the first person to say about, hey, get me into the car. I'm inside.
Carry me.
Maybe he will faint.
Yeah.
But he was ever talking about he will bite. And to the real fact, I will not deny that it's a process or he has done something good. He has done it good, but he ever dreamt about it. But what he was dreaming about, to buy a new one, but God has granted him a second hand, which is whatever we need is a car.
Me, I was thinking that the chopper gonna be coming and running at the villa.
Chopper, Kenya can never buy a chopper.
Because, you know...
Honor, trust me trust me. Kenya can never buy a chopper. I'm telling you that as a fact. With the behavior, Kenya can never. With the behavior, even this kind of a car gonna be bringing problems. He will never be paying the money for these people.
Even I'm wondering about the driver who will be employed.
He's gonna be contacting because there is an organization of drivers of tours. You understand me? The guiding and tours. Yeah. So you're gonna be contacting them so as they can be given a driver. And such kind of a driver, whenever he comes, I am just sympathizing. You'll be told, I'm going to grow your YouTube channel as you drive my car. That is the only crooked behavior of Kenge. And whenever they will agree, I want you to be paid this and this and this per month. And you know you have to select a person who has a market. And if Kenge has a stupidity of not paying the workers and not paying people, and it's a rumors that's going to be driving Elsa, and this kind of the people will know it, that Kenge can never pay money. Now they will deal with him with a company. A company will hire, or Kenge will have to register the car onto the company or the process. So as if you don't, you have to pay the money to the company. So that company will pay this kind of the driver. But who is coming to such kind of the things that Kenge gonna be doing and just accommodating the essence of how Kenge is treating people and not paying them their salary and their wages of a day and talking about it's a shout out that will feed you. And whenever it reaches a time, we tell the guy, you know what, now you have a car. And it was the thing that he was ever telling us. That whenever you are here at the villa, you have all the places for you to view the pictures. You should do the content around and everywhere. And it will be paying you and we shall be paying ourselves here, you know. So it's the same thing you will ever tell this kind of a person who will be driving. I'll open you the YouTube channel and I'll run it. And whenever it gets at that time, they will be told, you know what? I just got you a YouTube channel. I've grown it. And now you are filming my people who are coming before they reach to Nyabuanse. Now you have already filmed them and you're talking about wherever you are heading. So you'll find there's a grudge already have developed. So Kenge to manage everything. Kenge can never manage a business.
Yeah, and also when Kenge is managing something, also the machete is managing all the family.
You will see him talking about, guys, you know, I was going to Masai Mara. my new car has got a damage. Please contribute for us. I can buy fuel, you know. I can buy fuel, you know, guys. Oh, guys, this kind of a person never told me the engine has a problem. It has heat. Oh, guys, you know what? The tires have got a jam. Yeah. Oh, guys, you know, I never know the talk about the clutch. It's to be changed after 4 months. You know, guys, you know, it will be, and it's the first time now it's being introduced. Not a motorbike. A car is not a motorbike. And the biggest scam thing is, it's a second-hand car. Why?
You don't know the problem.
Why? I'm telling you this as a fact. A second-hand, nobody will ever tell you. You'll go and ignite. It will just ignite, yes. And it will just move slowly. Whenever you have it, the first day, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Now, after a month, you'll now recognize that it was just brought to the fundi, who is the, it was brought to the engineer or the mechanic, and it was fixed the error, so as you can drive it for a month. And after there, you'll find a series of mechanics coming to fix it. Wait for it. It's a KB something. I'm telling you, it's a KB something.
It's coming.
It's coming. And they're going to be posting it so as it can trend again. Keep it locked. Keep it tuned. This is just a segment coming to you live, and it's one
on one
live.
Wagwan.
My friend, repeat it once.
Eh?
Repeat it once.
Kenge.
Was
your boss?
Me.
Eh.
I don't have
the money. And denied the money.
Denied me money, yes, but he's not my boss.
But now, if he denied your money, which means he employed you.
Kenge was my employer, but a fake one, a stupid one, and cannot categorize himself. And due to antagonistification, he is one of the crooked and hypocaliplasgistic person. Califragistic person.
So what have you mean by a lot of words? That's a lot of words.
They come to mean one word. He's not my boss.
He's from where?
Yeah. So the fact now to come out clearly, Kenge was just my employer. A former.
You employ him or employ you?
Employed me, as I could just do the work for him very easily.
So he employed you?
Exactly.
He was your boss?
Not my boss. He was called Mr. Kenge.
You are calling him?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
Hey.
I could call him, hey, Kenge, how are you?
No.
Very early in the morning. And whenever the wife was coming, hey, Miss Kenge, how are you?
No.
So can you call me? Can you call them a boss? For who? The only person who called them boss and was ever rectified every time was Gitiriba. Hey, bossy. Even Mayugunu. Bossy.
Even now.
Up to date, that's a very stupid thing ever. I've never done it to anyone. The only place that I was forced to do it was when I was working one of the companies here.
Where you become the
Yes, where I became one of the security.
The security
Then
guy.
I was told.
Yeah.
Go and call your boss.
No, now you have to go and say, boss.
Now,
whenever
I went there, I talked about, hey, mister. It was called Mr. Jonex.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Jonex, how are you? No? Call me boss. Yeah. Another day, the wife came to the club, and the boss talked about, no, I don't want to see my wife in that club ever. What does she come to do there? Then I went and told, I was the security. I went and told her, hey, your husband has said he doesn't want to see you here. Call me Mrs. Boss. That's the first time I was ever told such kind of the words.
My friend, which means if you are moving some funds from your pocket and giving someone that you have employed, you are a boss, my friend.
Here in Africa, that's the baddest thing we ever do. Because a boss is a person whom you can trust, number one. A boss is a person who will never and ever rumamonga your money. Do you hear me? A boss is a person who can cool down the issues. A boss is a person who can understand people's thoughts and understandings.
So Kenge is a kengering.
Kenge is a Kenganizer. He has nothing to offer to the society.
There is a stupid YouTuber said, I saw Anasko Gintu and Mayani calling, now they have they have identified that name Kenge. Who is the Kenge now?
Yeah, who is Kenge, 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 Kengerere, Kenge, Kenge,
Kengerere, Kenge, Kenge, Kengerere, Kenge.
Fantastic.
Now that they know who is the Kenge.
They know.
Yeah.
The fantastic thing is one. So I saw much of the YouTubers from Nyaboanse.
Yeah.
They are talking about we are going to celebrate. Oh, Kenge has brought a new car. Very stupid minds.
I think it is a second hand.
It's a second-hand car. It's the same way that even Lady J is doing, the same way the Demon did, the same way now Kenge is doing. Second-hand properties.
These people like
They don't have fully money. Even the money was funded for him to do it. And whatever I'm telling you, did you get my story? Whenever we get the story, where Ikonin YouTube channel, they brought out discussing about the celebrities who have zero brains. Celebrities who are there because of the scamming. Remember, there was a car that was hired or that was to be bought from Toyota, which was from Japan, ex-Japan. And Kenge was about to use one of the middlemen. The middleman who is a scammer in Kenya and is known as a scammer in Kenya.
Yeah.
Remember? Then they were discussing about why is such kind of a big celebrity like Kenge, why is he coming to associate with himself and talking about should clear the name of such kind of a fraud middleman, and he has ever scammed people in Kenya and he has rushed to stay in United States and just scamming people because of money, and people are just talking about money laundering and their money has been lost, more than millions of money. And when Ikonini was discussing such sort of an issue, Kenge came out and talked about it's only in Africa where whenever a person wants to rise and they're talking about some words to him. And what I can just talk about, why do you want to rise in an opposite manner? Why do you want to rise with the people's money? Why do you want to rise with no payment of salaries? Do you understand me? So Ikonini, they discussed it. And what is coming out clearly, he now, whenever that kind of a person was a middleman, was told, now you're going to be jailed. And he was called with a law firm, so as you can just go and be done what? And he will be just jailed in Kenya. So he was called and was summoned. So Kenge knew that, oh, this kind of the person, he was a scammer. And then he came out and talked about, no, I was not about to use this kind of a person. I was just asking some of a question from him so as I can get the knowledge. So he's just trying to make people like their full South idea, you know. Yeah. Then, after that, now he has picked another person called Kerari, who is a judge, from a Korean man who is a frauder, who is a scammer. And now he's talking about, you know what, now I'm using another lawyer so as I can just register my car. And the same day he registered the car, the same day he was called to court to be summoned because of fraud.
This guy Kenge, Kenge is like...
Kenge is associating himself with the black
He's like our
market.
President.
He's a black market guy,
yeah.
I tell you.
He's
everything he does, he wants
market.
not to show people that it's legally done, but it's not legally done. They want to talk about, you know, this kind of the thing, it was legally done, it was registered, but the real fact, it's going to be becoming a problem again. You know? And the real fact is one. Kenge doesn't have the real assumption of himself, talking about I will buy something new. Remember when we were at the villa? He was ever coming and telling us that, oh, the generator has brought some problem. You know, he had a big generator. Then he was not controlling it, and he knew he was the engineer himself, he was a mechanic himself, he was a wiring himself. So every time it gets a problem, he's going there to fix with the pliers.
Yeah.
Imagine Kenge with the pliers going to fix, talk about a fix, the generator has got a problem. So that generator died because of what? Because of arrogancy, stupidity, and innocuous brain, which is very small.
Hand.
Too much of hands and too much of spanners there with the Kenge. And he is the person who is going to do it. So he started talking about, you know, guys, even the party, I ran it with a fuel. People are just contributing for fuel. And they made it like how can you call it? Like a petrol station. So people are coming. If you want to talk about a shout out, you have to come with a diesel.
Oh.
You have to come with diesel. At the middle stage of the party, you had to come with a diesel. So as you can be given a shout out.
But I think Kenge, that family, even the machete man usually say, hey, tata kama mikono yako ni tupu, hapa upati.
Exactly.
Upati.
That if your hands are empty, there's nothing gonna be getting there.
Exactly.
And it forced very many people to start the stupidity that you see ladies are doing. Because during that time, I can remember when the party started, very many ladies were talking about, there's so many people there, they have money. People came with an intention not only to have a YouTube channel, but to do what? To do business in that party. Remember me?
Yeah.
So if I talk about that one, so Kenge was using that kind of an opportunity, and the ladies never had anything to interrogate themselves and talk about, you know what, we have to ask money whoever will come, and I have to sell whatever I have so as I can buy diesel, so as I can buy cooking oil, so as I can buy something essential to be used in what? In the party. Remember the girls of how are they called? These ladies who are coming from Uganda, the Ugandan people. Talk about, there were so many ladies who came from Uganda, and even they were having a Uganda party there, and Kenge was sponsoring it, and very many, very many sponsors were coming in. Because of what? Kenge told the people that, guys, come and support these people, and leave your number. And that's the best thing he ever tells the ladies. Leave your number here for whoever wants to find you can just find you. And that's the technique he ever used.
He used that opportunity.
Exactly. For the people who will ever hear that kind of the number, they'll start now engaging. He has he has a WhatsApp channel which is running, which is whenever he's talk about give me spell your talk about give out your number. My friend, they are there to write it down, and you will find very many phone calls that day. You will be very many phone calls.
If you are a girl,
if you are a lady, you will be
called with the women.
Very many.
So he's customizing.
I'm telling you, Kenge knows what he was doing. He knew that whenever he will just connect these ladies with them and send money to them, he will receive diesel, he will receive petrol, he will receive any kind of the thing that was being rendered there as the service of the party.
And I can see that you are making some point, because when I just think back, I can see that this Kenge have used the ladies at the village, whereby the market of that lady is over.
Exactly.
Now he's trying to look for another market. So guys, this is what is happening over here. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and this is your first time watching us, only Mayani, my name, subscribe and everything will be super fantastic. Yeah man, always happy. As you can see, I always have a helmet, and I have my uniform here, and everything here is awesome. We are in from the G Castle. And everything is here is super fantastic.
Super califragistic.
Exactly, bro.
Exactly. So, my friend, I'm telling you, if you want to know the real color and the real mood of Kenge, hey, ask me, my friend. I'm telling you. Right now, I told you, there are much of the YouTubers right now, they're talking about, very nice to see Kenge has bought. Imagine Kenge, who has been starting for more than 6 years, up to date, imagine buying a second-hand vehicle and coming out to, and imagine the YouTubers are now coming out to talk about, hey, congratulations to Kenge has bought a car,
And he was lying to us I'm gonna purchase a helicopter so that can land through my villa. Now he's
fake dreams.
He was dreaming and urinating on the bed.
Exactly. maybe he was recording himself while he was antagonizing the Argentinian wrongness. Maybe those are just maybe he never understood that There are people who have brain outside here, and there are much of we can call them intermingling. The mingling language he could just no, the mingling language he could just use in Argentinian long nose while asking to do what? To dididize, dididization. Sweet talking words. Wow. So he was just dreaming that okay, whenever he's coming outside here to tell people in the camera, he never knew that he was dreaming while sweet talking the Argentinian long nose to get or antagonizing her.
Let me ask you a question. You know, if someone is reacting like somehow corner, you know you have been at the Kang.
Yeah.
Is the Kang using any drug? Because I can see maybe he's forgetting what he's doing, and remember after 6 months.
My friend, what Kang is using, you can never use it.
Eh?
What Kang is using, you can never use it. If you try, you will be walking naked onto the road, my friend. I'm telling you.
I will be paralyzed at the 6.
I'm telling you. Not puffing, not sniffing. My friend, those are the real. Do you know now the real people who found themselves in a good niche? They're now Argentinian long nose and the Kenge.
They are doing
not only those ones. I'm telling you, any kind of
drug.
Thank you. So if you want to know that they have found themselves in a good niche, they are the two. They have found themselves in a good niche. Now they can just sit down, relax, sniff, do whatever, then antagonizification. Hinge the bed very properly. Do you know how hinging the bed is? Hinge the bed properly.
Is it?
Exactly.
The bed is crying.
So whatever Kenge is using, you can never use it. Even he in Nyabuanse, no one can ever.
So he's
the legend. And whatever he's using, you can never get it. Because 1 gram, even it's more than the salaries of the YouTubers in Nyabuanse. Do you understand?
So this guy can use money to buy second hand and use a lot of money to buy drug.
Exactly. A lot of money and a lot of money to buy ladies. Do you understand?
This guy.
So Kenge, whenever it comes to the real fact about Nyash, he's ready to spend a lot of money to travel from one country to another because of Nyash.
And let me ask you first. How did was the drug more on brain? How did he see the long nose? Argentina long nose?
They found, I'm telling you, they found themselves in the same niche.
Oh!
Whenever
they found themselves on the ghetto sniffing it together.
There was the same when whenever Kenge went to Argentina.
Yeah.
And it was in the street. And he saw Argentinian long nose.
Or he was thirsty.
No, Argentinian long nose was a barmaid.
Huh?
You don't get it? Argentinian long nose was working in the bars.
Was selling the
Nyash.
They was selling the Nyash.
Whenever you ask, you'll be getting. So whenever you saw this kind of a gentleman, he had to do something meticulous because he got Argentinian long nose from the street, from the ghetto. So when we talk about when he found himself in the ghetto, now they found themselves in the same niche. They were both consumers. We can call them consumers.
Wait.
Yeah.
If Kenge like Nyash, and they found the Argentina long nose, and they are mingling, and Argentina long nose
was honey.
Yeah, and they don't have Nyash, which means Argentina long nose is somehow witchcrafting.
I'm telling you, if the recent pictures, the recent videos of Kenge that came out vividly, and they were whenever Argentina long nose was having a ball, they went to a witch doctor to make some taboos of Argentina.
Oh, taboo.
And, taboos, they're there. Even right today, whenever we are speaking here, we are in Kurialand. There are very much taboos that are going on.
Exactly.
Do you see the old talk about German, old museums outside here? There are legends whenever it comes to the real fact about having roots. You know roots? Having roots, So the roots meaning that they can just give you a small stick, which is so equivalence.
Like
to
this
drive,
one.
to drive you crazy.
You
It's
be
just,
like
it's just a chew. You chew a little bit and you go and talk. You should talk a
Why
little.
are you talking like you know these things?
I know them.
Have you used them?
No.
And why are you talking like you have been
I've
using
been sitting
them?
with the same I've been sitting with the same people. I've seen it. Because whenever I say it that way, I mean it, because I'm telling you, there's a time my brother married from the far area of Tanzania.
Yeah.
So one day, whenever we went with my brother's wife there to greet their parents there, because if, like me, I'm your brother, then I marry, and me, I don't want to go with my wife to their home. She will not leave my home without accompanying any small person or anybody who is like my brother, accompany her going. That's the rule number one. So during that time, I was a young boy, and you know how ladies like to walk with very young children, you know. So I was a young boy, so it could just tell me, I could be told, you are the one going with her to their home.
So
she has to accompany any boy, not a lady. Any boy. I don't know how this kind of the culture works. What I think is, when you can just walk with a small boy or a boy can do much things better and greater than what a lady could do. I can remember they told me you should wear sports shoes. I never understood. When we went, we were now, there's no road going. And you know, the interior of Tanzania doesn't have even motorbikes.
Yeah, you have to walk.
You have to walk. My friend, I walked like more than 50. So I now realized why I was told to wear the sports shoes. Now I could understand. And I was a young boy. And to the real fact, I can remember, she got tired at the road. And she told me we have to sit down. You remember me? So when she told me we have to sit down, now I realized that I told her no, because we are about to be late. It was around 8 in the night. Nah? So I talked about no. Let me help you carry the luggage. Then I had to carry the luggage, and my friend, there's no roads there, and you know to go interiorly. It's just where we are in Nyabohanse here. Here in Nyabohanse, you can see roads. My friend, go inside there. You'll find it rough. I'm telling you. So it was the same. So when I talk such kind of a thing, during that time of Kenge, that is the habit. It's like he's watering here, and it was put oil. So it is like, you know, the catching for water there. Exactly. So the fact now we come out clearly and vividly that way. Yeah? So if we talk about this is what we call the taboos and the norms and the culture that are governing people. Kenge was oriented to the norms and the culture of the Argentinians. They went and they sat down at a witchcraft, doctor, and the stomach was drawn a circle, and it was put like the 6 packs here, drawn properly, you know, and it was told that the baby gonna be born this and this and this. They have some norms and stupid cultures, you know, of the traditional cultures. So this was what was driving. So whenever we talk about this kind of the lady ever, and that's what we can doubt, they are ever using this kind of ndumba. We call it ndumba. So they can attract the German. So when I talk about that way, I mean this. Woo! Toss! Get out! Chinobono chihage ni bono mahachons. Kama chigotro no boroi frani. So guys, what I mean is one. What I mean is one. It means that if I told you about this kind of the things are happening, like having the small roots, and whenever you chew and you talk to a lady, she's gonna be falling in love with you, listening to everything that you are talking about. It's happening. It's there, and that's what I can tell you. It's a doubt, but when you overuse it, it's gonna be harmful. Why am I saying so? It will drive you from women. From ladies, small ladies, to drive you to women. To drive you from women. So now it increases.
It has stages.
It has stages. It's like AIDS. It has incubation stage. It has the other stage.
Window stage.
Put him water. Put him water. So, put him water. Kwa hivyo imeisha. Mpele basi. Guys, there's a watering that's going on here, and they are watering the lintel here, and everything is so fantastic here. So I think they have got round the lintel, so it has remained the inner walls, and they're gonna be finishing it by tomorrow but one. Or tomorrow is on Saturday?
Yeah, tomorrow is
okay, I understand. Yeah. So what I was talking about is one, you know. So if it has stages like AIDS, it has the first stage, which is you're gonna be using this kind of
small ladies.
Let me ask the engineer.
Wagwan.
Where Buddha?
This is a taboo.
Hola. So if it has stages,
yeah.
I mean this. If you are now from ladies, you will go to women. From women, it will drive you crazy. It has a stage. You will go to animals.
Huh?
You will start with the goats. Then you go to cows. From cows now you have to go to the wild animals. My friend, I'm telling you, it's a very, very bad thing whenever it comes now. You know, it's reduced. Whenever you go and use it, the person tells you it's being reduced. You can go and renew. Now get that kind of a portfolio. Now the person who gave you has died. There's no renew. No. So it's now going.
And I can see that, and what I can add, there is a lot of people that we have been hearing some stories in the village, whereby if you are the one, if you have been using it, it becomes difficult to marry, because you're gonna marry even 200 wives. They are coming,
a day,
going,
exactly,
coming, going,
exactly,
yeah,
and there's no much of time for you to look for money. There's no time of you looking for the money.
It's like to.
It's just the only thing is you go to the road whenever you see somebody, and it's very, very easy for somebody to be affected with STDs, STI, HIV, you know, the viruses. It's very easy.
You know, when we talk about it, there is some people who are admiring that route. You're gonna be had a call and say, "Hey, Mr. Gintu,
yeah, show
me that route, I want it."
Yeah, and it's making, you know what is now with the human beings. That's why we say about it's something which is a culture, and I don't know why the human beings like it. Like this, that when you see somebody's talking about, you know what, yesterday I had a girl, the other girl, do you remember that lady who was challenging me, and yesterday I got her. Yeah. Now, if it gets to what did you use, man? I told you I'm going somewhere. Yeah. And you tell me, bro, don't leave me.
I have just put myself.
Yeah, I have just made sure that so you will ask me, hey, bro, walai, tomorrow we are going there. Yeah. How much is it? Yeah. So you will have to figure, okay, if you want me to understand it, let's go and I show you. Then you go to a road and you call, hey, come. And no, I don't come. I don't know. You be like Lady J. Come then. So whenever she comes and you throw two languages there. Yeah. Huh? Somebody is now very calm. Yeah. Can understand you
very well.
And you talk about, can we go home? Yes, we can go.
Even you can marry that day.
Hey, now you say that, thank you very much. Tomorrow we are landing there. I want one. Yeah. So it's the same thing that a person is living his own culture, like Kenge, and going to develop another culture, and going to the norms and the culture of the other people, and supporting them while declining our own culture, putting Mr. Sesi Mbogo into our own culture, and just making sure that he's abusing our culture, and it's the same person coming from me and supporting such kind of the issues, which is so calfragistic.
Our culture is punishing Kenge because there is a time that you say the child of Kenge is not somehow good.
Not a child. Kenge himself gonna be seeing things how they're gonna be coming.
So Kenge, the culture is
no, we put the kids out to the real fact. Yeah. But what is Kenge experiencing right now, the way we are speaking?
He's not
Even,
sleeping.
did you ever see even a party, Kenge talking about yeah? Sawa. Did you see Kenge celebrating that, oh, I have bought a car? The only thing he just put is talk about a short video and said about our car is here and no number plate was displayed. If a person is now, look at whenever people are going to buy some cars, the first thing they post is the number plate of the car.
Which means to see
If the people can understand the logo of the car, so as they can know. Like now, it's KD something, KDP, KDS, so they can know, oh, it's a brand new. But a car which doesn't have, you are just omitting so people that cannot see that which number plate it is. And that's how Kenge is playing us. Look at when the child was born. He never came out with the configuration of the face. He's now telling people this and this and this, so as the face could not. It's the same. Imagine a person has bought a car. Why couldn't you display the number plate of the car? It's the same way he never displayed the face of the kid. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So Kenge is playing people in a way that now it will come at a time. Now he'll have to bring it as a drama.
So Kenge is doing.
Kenge is playing drama. If I say about Kenge is playing drama, he has calculated, if I show people a car, it will bring intention.
And
people can go with it,
let's support him buy
a new car.
A brand car now.
Now it will come at a time. Now he'll come and say that this is the number plate of my car. Again, bring attention. Why did he go to see such kind of an old? Maybe it's a KA. Do you know KA? K is Kenya, then A something and which is now the number plate. Now if like now they have reached KDP. KD. So it's a DP. So if we bring a car which is B, and I think it's a B, KB something, which is coming out clearly to tell people that this kind of a car, and people can calculate the model. Which model is this car? Maybe it's over 6 years, 7 years. That's why he knows he could not display the number plate, because people have already calculated the day it was built, where, and what. The number plate dictates everything. You understand me?
And I understand you, but I'm just thinking that how this guy is playing with our mind. Why don't he buy that car here? Because his home is at
the car is bought in Mombasa.
Oh, in Mombasa.
So it just whatever he did, I'm telling you, that's why he used a fake lawyer, a lawyer who is a frauder, who is being summoned with the law firms of Kenya, and they know that he's doing such kind of the things, and Kenge is using the same people because he's part of the scamming. Same birds flock together.
They have a deal with a lawyer?
Exactly. Do you remember the time he was talking about, guys, I'm going to contact my lawyer in Nairobi and I'm going to open cases with Gintu, so as whenever I want to align them, I'll not align them in Sirare or in Sibania talk about police station, they will go to Nairobi. Do you remember that time?
Yeah.
It means that they have such kind of the stupid lawyers who are just given money to drive the cases. The same lawyer we are talking about is using to make sure that he is signing papers. And right now is coming out to clarify that the person who sold that car to him, which is a military guy, is a stupid person. You remember that? So he never told, because somebody want to sell a car. Remember that car was ever doing a business, was ever doing something, you know. And I cannot sell something that I know it is good for me and it's giving me something good, and I sell it. Get that onto your head. There's no way, even whenever you go to buy a cow in the market of Mabera, that you want to go and buy a cow. Never think about all the cows that are there. They are good because of walking.
Yeah. Because of
some of them, maybe they cannot walk far a distance. They will fall down. But that day, maybe it was placed onto the car and it was brought up to the market and it was got out from the car at the same point. Now it has walked from there to here. Now it's standing there and waiting. And maybe that kind of the cow, they saw themselves, because if I have a cow, I know what the intention of that. I know how the cow is feeding. Maybe it has ate polythene, and they saw it eating polythene.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a soap there. It ate much of the soaps there, so they know that this kind of the cow gonna not survive for long. Maybe it has eaten like a sack. Do you know a sack?
Yeah.
A sack of maize,
Yeah.
such kind of a sack one. So if it eats such kind of the thing, whenever they get to the intestines, they will do nothing. You know, they talk about the digestion will just completely slowly, and it sometimes it go and block. Now there's no digestion of the food, so the cow starts swallowing, sometimes relax, sometimes you feed them with something else, you put there some cooking oil, you feed it with something else. So all the cows that are there, not that they are walking, yes, but they are not sold in a way that you think about. The same to Kenge. The car he has just bought, the safari car, don't think about why didn't he put there and allow people to see the number plate. The number plate dictates the slogan of the car, dictates everything about that car. So that's why people will just go to the portal, which is the NTSA portal, and they'll see the record of the car. If it has done some of the accident, it will reflect. But Kenge thinks he's the only person who can just understand things. But the only thing is, it's the first time. He doesn't know how to drive. He will never be given a license. Do you know that?
So, by the way, if you have a license,